Uh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Welcome, 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 welcome to another session, another podcast, another edition here on the Chaos Range Show. I am Chaos right here. I'm just looking at things, but anyway, make sure you guys like the stream, share the stream, and leave a comment at the end of the stream as well. Also, follow me on the many social media links that I'll be give you, and they'll be in the description above. Follow me on Twitter at Chaos27. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. Follow me on Rumble, CRain23 at Rumble. Join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show. And what else? I'm trying to think of. Oh, I forgot. Please, become a member of the Chaos Rain Show as well. As you know, I got some people to join as membership, and there are so many more things I do want to put on membership, and probably do some exclusive videos. But you will never know unless you become a member. So please don't be hesitant. Join and become a member of the Chaos Rain Show here on YouTube. Become a member. 2 tiers. You pick your tiers. As you know, the ones with the higher, I guess, subscription. More of the more raunchier content. Not too raunchy, but raunchy enough. But overall, most of the content that will be usually, if I put there, will be on the first tier. Okay, and there's gonna be more to come. And like I said, the Discord, if I double check, the Discord is available. So please, guys, join Discord service. That's where you could also hit me up. I go on it often as I can. I'll check things, but please join and become a member of Discord as well. And I'm just going through my Discord now. Make sure everything's open up. If everything's open on Discord, so y'all could become a member. And usually, I will put the links as I'm going through the stream, so that way you know where to follow me. So I make it as simple as possible. And I'm just going through. Let me see who this is. Nope. All right. So give me one moment, guys. A little quick housekeeping. And one thing is evident. The thing with Joe Smith, and I don't want to go there, but we'll go there. Yeah, it's all on him at the end of the day. Why he and his second wife, which I think he's going to divorce the woman, to be honest with you. And we could even go as far as this could be all a hoax and a setup. At the end of the day, let's be fair and honest. Let's be fair and honest. Joe Smith know what he was getting into, and even to the point where he's up in there in shock and very disappointed that his second wife went back to what she knows best. It's getting on her knees. On your knees. And becoming a throat goat, like most, or like some modern women, to be honest with you. Perfectly honest, but so yeah. And I'm just looking at some things right now, guys. I'll make sure. Oh wow, one guy created some 3Ds for black women. That's just crazy. Oh, don't mind me, guys. I'm just going and scouring, check things what's out here. And as I give people 1 or 2 more minutes before I decide to go in on this. And is this one size? No, I think it is. I gotta double check the studio of this video. Make sure everything is going well. Because I think I forgot something. Okay. Let me take a look. I might have forgot something. Oh, how you doing, Ultras? Hope everything all's well. All's well with you. And oh yeah, guys, please support the channel. You could do so via super chat or cash app $ chaos 8 rain. It's scroll on the bottom, and I will put it back in the chat room for more clarity. I'm trying to find one more thing. Oh yes, now I remember what I was gonna do. Let me refresh this. Okay. Let me do this. Oh, good. And make sure you guys hit the like button as well. Likes are free. Sorry about that. Likes are free, so don't be hesitant. As I'll look at periodically, but as you come in and watch the stream, please hit the smash like button. You know, it won't hurt. Take 1 minute or less. And let me I'm just look for one more thing. Okay. Okay, I think everything is set up, so we look like we're good to go. Let me. Oh, I hold on. Forgot one thing. Yes, I forgot about this. Hmm. All right. All right, we're all set. We can begin. And like I said, I'm gonna be looking back in periodically. So today's stream, as you know, you see the thumbnail, you see the title. As a matter of fact, if you're not clear, just sit back, Untitled. Just sit back, brother. Just sit back, just sit back. You know. As you know, you see the thumbnail. Yes. Is this your queen, Dr. Umar Johnson? Is this your beloved black queen? Like, literally, is this milk, honey, sugar, and spice, and everything nice? As look at the expression of the man. Now, you know, no one can make good facial expression like our good brother, our beloved brother, Dr. Omar Abdul Johnson, or Ifan 2 Johnson, whatever you want to call himself nowadays. But anywho, oh, and this is gonna be a raw video. This is gonna be uncut. So if I do bring people up, please try to limit as much as you're gonna say language-wise for the sake of conversation. I might go raw, I might go in, but you know how it is. But personally, you know, our good brother Dr. Omar Johnson asked for this. He actually begged for this. You know, all that rhetoric pushing about black woman goddess nonsense, all that, you know, shea butter, Queen Goddess Simp, all that fragrance, the sweetness, going around under and sniffing under, you know, the bosom of the, I guess, sisterhood or black women in general, kissing up, loving them, all this stuff, all that, and you still unable to get the money to get your goddamn school up and running. Never see a person kiss so much behind, and still the school has not up launched yet, got up and running. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. But like I said, if you want to make money in this economy or make money in general, you're going to have to follow the good old Dr. Omar and other so-called low-level pro-blacks message and rhetoric. You're going to have to simp hard for the sisterhood, the so-called black female gynocracy. I mean gynocracy loosely. Yes. Yes. You're going to have to do that. By not doing so, you're not going to be able to pay your rent. Hell, you're not going to be able to pay your very living expenses. Hell, you might not be able to pay to travel, give or take. I'm just saying, you need this more than anybody else. And not only he needs this more than anybody else, and all that ass kissing for years on years and years, not decades, but years. And I'll be honest with y'all, I'm gonna reveal some old snippets that I've took it and found throughout my old computers. And I'm gonna tell y'all, for those that's not familiar with Dr. Johnson, which I get it, and I know y'all not familiar with this dude. This man right here, when he set forth to really, and this is getting really dull and boring at this point. And the reason I'm telling y'all this, because I don't know if I covered this many times with Dr. Umar Johnson, but I'm gonna say this personally, like really personally, he's a waste, a big disgrace, wastefulness. He has not accomplished any of the goals he said he was going to set forth and do. He gathered and made so much money throughout the last 9 years. Not 10, not 13 years, 9 years. You see, one thing I want y'all to hear me well and know this well. Dr. Umar Johnson was not collecting donations to build the school back in 2010. He started his journey in regards to purchasing a school and eventually get it up and running was in the year and the month of August 14th, I believe, or almost close to his Earth strong. He started the donations, the money gathering to build his school to secure his own legacy in 2014, a couple days until his 40th birthday. For those that didn't know that. You didn't know? Now you know now. So anytime you go through the internet or the archives of a lot of videos or things on social media that talks about that he's been building a school, collecting money for 13 goddamn years, is a fucking lie. A big lie. It's so much a lie, you gotta sit back and laugh to all this nonsense. How I know? Because I've been following this brother since I've been watching and hearing about what we call YouTube. Now, mind you, YouTube did not really start to really pick up real steam until 2010. It was around back in 2005, but remember, like any website, it was in its infant stages. And throughout the infancy of YouTube, it had its highs and lows, good and bad, all that nonsense, right? But one thing, as YouTube creates a catalog amongst themselves and start building themselves up, like most content or most websites, it starts to spread out. That is something to be reckoned in. And let's be fair and honest. Once you start building your platform from the ground up, you're gonna create a big following, And personally, YouTube did that, and it comes that in the Earth's 5 years. Now there were other web-based platforms. For those that don't know, there were a lot of them, but nothing that's really successful like YouTube. And be honest with you, when Google was bought up back in 2004, going the next year, they decided to take the platform that had an idea and really nourish it and took care of it to the point where it is at the apex as it is now. And for a side note, Google, as a web server base and all that stuff, has been around since 1998. Around September marked its 25th anniversary. So in the first 6 years, hell, 7 years, right? 6 to 7 years, right? It was a search engine and became more than a search engine after a couple years going on in the early 2000 in the early 21st century, around the 2000s, and eventually became a well brand name in the 2010s, most likely. And at this point now, it's probably more of the watch platform than any other website known to man right now. I mean, there's other websites that probably might be as big or maybe less big as YouTube, but it took a while to get where it was at. Matter of fact, this is the only platform you look at, you can still put out certain content and may make some money here and there. Which Dr. Umar Johnson does have a YouTube channel and he's making money. So don't be fooled that this dude is sitting there just running his mouth on social media. No, he's making money hand over fist, not only on YouTube with his own channel called the King Kong Consciousness, but he's also doing it on Facebook and all other platforms. Now, is he making a lot of money? Probably in not one platform, but obviously here, if anytime you got a commercial, you got over 100K subscribers, yes, you're making money. Especially if videos are hitting thousands of views, which he does have. So, to fast forward, your good Dr. Umar Johnson, personally, has been, a busy man throughout those years when he stepped aside to be on his own journey to, not only be his own entrepreneur, but to set aside and create an institution to educate Black boys and Black girls, especially Black boys, which he set forth to accomplish. And throughout those last 9 years, even to the point when he wrote his first book that was released in June, actually February of 2013, now 10 years ago, called A Psychoacademic Holocaust and the Destruction of Black Boys. Dr. Umar Johnson. His first book, he came out 10 years ago. And this book that he came out, something with I think it's called what's the name of that book again? Hold on, let me find the name of the book, guys, because I don't want to go off the dome. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. Okay, I found it. The book is called The Black Parent Advocate. That came out 3 years ago, 2020. So, and mind you, I remember the good friend D. Rail came around and he did said personally that his second book, and I could say even the first book possibly, they don't have no citations. So a man that got a doctorate back in 2012, not citing where his source of information is very unprofessional for a person that has a doctorate degree. But like I said, I digress. I see one guy, the United Drill of America. How you doing? Yeah. So personally, the man has been busy, and not only Dr. Omar has been busy, but he's out here, slinging and eating out the royal cookies and the juices and the sweetness and the nectars of the Black Queen. He is enjoying the richness and sweetness of the Black Queen while out here asking and begging Black people, predominantly mostly Black women, can't see Black men giving him money, most likely, money to fund his school. And in return, he is entitled to your money. And he will want your money. And in efforts that by you funding him and giving him your fiat currency, which is dollar bills, in return, you are going to maybe get a school. And getting this money, he's going to use this money in regards to fulfilling his only obligation is to have a institution in his name to seal his legacy. How do I know? Because he told me and my good friend Mr. Browner last year. Was that? Yeah, last year, I believe. Yeah, around this time of what he was trying to accomplish, with the school. So if your only focus is to secure a legacy so people can remember you by having an institution, that tells you're not in the business of helping and healing Black boys and Black girls. If you're in it just to fulfill your own ego, which that is what Dr. Omar is trying to do. And to be honest with you, this is not clickbait, guys. This is just an honest conversation. And I know I'm not gonna get much people really fight back on this, because for those that catch it, good, leave a comment at the end of this video. But those that are even now here, you cannot argue me that what I'm saying might be unfactual. And mind you, I'm not a respecter or lover of men. And back in the day, and trust me, I get around. I've been part of some panels back then when the so-called thing with the stripper thing happened. And trust me, I'm going to go into that. I found some, not information, but I found some documents that I kept around about that whole stripper fiasco. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But like I said, he is a man of all it for himself. You could say Dr. Omar could be selfish in a way, like literally, he could be, and he is. And personally, what can you say? What can you say? But let's be honest here. Which person doesn't want to secure their legacy like Dr. Omar is trying to accomplish? He's in it for much more than just a bigger bag. He's here for glory. Whether y'all believe that or not. And glory is that he will enshrine himself like his so-called forefathers. From what I'm hearing, it's not really real. He's enshrined that he is the descendant of Frederick Douglass. But his father said otherwise, said that's not true. So, really, truly, when you think about it, at the end of the day, he's all in it for himself. That's why, if you think about it, people, when people ask about the school, for those that donate their hard-earned money, I mean, I rather buy a product than anything else, personally. I mean, I'm not in the business like donating anything. Only time I can really throw in something, it has to go where there's a mission and there's an end goal at the end of the day. And let's be honest, I told this with Jay earlier, that Black people, especially Black men, are not really so comfortable or in the business of funding other people's, dreams and desires on the average. And if they do fund it, it's always you got catered to the feelings, where it's saying you must be talking crap about the opposite sex so they have a place to rest and nest in for, to nest their own problems amongst the opposite sex on the average, which is fine. I mean, there's always some place for everybody to rest their head in, and that's cool. But overall, our good brother, Dr. Umar Johnson, he is always going to cater to his audience base that pays his bills and possibly will pay to fund his school, and that is Black women. Now, see, my good, wonderful friend, Rainy Woman, came in the building, and she writes, no, she is not Omar's queen. She is queen of real kings. Ooh. I don't know what you mean by that, Rainy Woman. If you could elaborate, I would appreciate it. And next one. Yes. Yeah. And here's this, right? Think about this. Because I'm talking about the lady on the left, right? And her, I guess, stepdaddy. And it's ironic that a lot of women, some of our sisters, because they gone around, maybe have children by other men, including other races of men. Let's keep real. They're not just having children by Black men. They have children by Henrique, Robert, Blake, Henry. What's the other guy name? Chang. Yin. I mean, I could go on. Different race of men. They are having kids by these other men, and these other men are leaving creating bastard children. Yes, it is. It's true. Creating a lot of bastard children. But nonetheless, some black women are looking for some man to fulfill that role and be that greater stepdad. Oh, okay. I see now what you said, Rain Woman. Her channel is Queen of Kings, and that is her husband. She has all boys, so she is the Queen of Kings. Okay, thank you. Oh, and I see positive vibes in the building. My baby is black. Yes, your baby is black. Is it jet black on positive vibe, or it's like a nice little caramel black? Can you say baby's black? And she writes again, I'm in love with the cocoa. Yes, cocoa. Yes, yes. And then positive vibe writes her hearts and emojis. Yeah. And make sure you guys, donate to the channel for a super chat, for a cash app, I mean, I'll put up. But one thing I have to say, since you're all here watching, and Dr. Omar doesn't really get it, and I want y'all to tell me oh, I see what you say. Caramel, okay. I know you're very red light, so it's very highly possible you're going to have a nice little caramel baby on the side, positive vibes. And hey, you might have a nice little jet black baby, black mix very well, positive vibes. We do come in various shades and colors, so a lot of people say that if you're light skinned, your child is not gonna come dark. You never know that. I mean, I think there are some babies out here that come from a mother that's light. I can't go in detail that, but it does exist, But anyway, Dr. Omar, as you know, he's defending and protecting. And here's a funny thing. Have y'all ladies or gentlemen that's on this channel right now or going back to replay and leave a comment, hopefully, has Dr. Omar really did a response video over this woman mocking him and playing music and saying that Dr. Omar, we leveling up and all stuff, put his name and tagging him? I'm waiting. What's this? Are you offering chaos? Offering what on positive vibe? Can you please elaborate? Yeah, so yeah. The women that are, divesting and doing their thing, they up here mocking the good doctor, tagging him, making such offbeats, music soundtracks, having the non-black men up in there, hugging, caress them, touch them on their butt. I noticed I could say it's disrespect, but it makes me when it comes to us black folks, when we're in non-black relationships, interracial relationships, we like to flaunt our mate like it's a prize, like it's better than Jesus. It's better than the Bible. Have y'all noticed it? I'm just noticing. I could be wrong. I've noticed it personally, But personally, what do I know? I'm just here observing and seeing that how we move in these interracial relationships is completely different than how we actually move in real life. Personally, like literally, we move pretty different. And I'm just checking something right now, guys. Where is it? Hold on. Okay, fine. I pull up. Yeah. So they're making music. They're mocking Dr. Umar Johnson, throwing non-black men in black men, or actually in his face, actually, because she's not offending other black men. personally. I mean, she's sitting there throwing and twatting and taunting the good doctor because Dr. Umar Johnson is so-called blicky black pro-black. He talks about back to Africa, all this and stuff, which is cool, I guess. But most black people in America are not down for that. Hell, if you look at the woman in the right corner, she's not down for it. She loves America. You know what I'm saying? She likes the bosom and the sweetness and the sweet nectars of America. She's entranced into the American essence, the sweetness. And she loves every minute of it. And the only thing that the Umar Johnson could look forward to all this is to give that expression you see on the right side. And let's be fair and honest. I'm not sure if the doctor is familiar with this, in my opinion. I don't know if he's familiar with this. But he needs to be re-educated personally of where the fuck you are at. And knowing all that kissing and say Queen Goddess, all this nonsense, all that effort personally for you as a man is shameful. And I'll do y'all one better. Oh, wait, I see what you wrote here. To give me a child bait? We'll think about it. We'll think about positive vibe. Hold on. Is this thing low? So let me give you another re-education, my good doctor. Cause I know you don't watch social media and all stuff, but I'm gonna let another elder tell you your efforts, what you're trying to do to try condition and try to kiss black women's ass and go as far as do what's necessary so they can open their purse to give you money and hoping that you will fulfill your biggest obligation in your dream to have the school up and running so that way you have some legacy. This is what you're going to be looking forward to, Dr. Umar Johnson. And what you see, what she's doing on the left and mocking you because you're a hotel pro-black, this is why. And I'm saying why black women do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Roll the tape.
You know, you know, you know, I want to say, and what she means by unicorns is that good black male. In other words, she says to black women, stop wasting y'all's time. Stop wasting y'all's time looking for a good black man, which she equates to a unicorn, a mythological creature. In other words, he don't exist. He don't exist. So stop wasting your time. Level up. Explore your dating options. Choose character over color. Yeah, this is what you have to do. If you don't do this and you spend your time looking for the mythological good black male, the i.e. unicorn, you're going to die single and alone. This is what, so now, once you understand that, then you understand why they trashed CJ King. Because what have I told y'all in many of my videos? I told y'all they're going to use your dysfunction against you. Now, somebody got their hand up in the back of the class, and I see they're asking the question. Well, wait a minute. C.J. King doesn't have any dysfunction. He's a college-educated brother, a law school grad, upperly mobile brother, great earning potential, no criminal record, don't have no babies throughout the town. So you said they're going to use their dysfunction against us, but this brother doesn't have any dysfunction. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked, because what you have to understand is that where there is no dysfunction, they will manufacture it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anything to get to that white man, which we're going to deal with in a minute. But where there is no dysfunction, because remember now, y'all got to remember, when we come out and we laugh about 70% of black women being single, what do they say? What is their retort for that? Their rebuttal is, well, the reason why 70% of black women are single is because the dating pool of eligible black men is shrinking due to crime, due to homicide, due to prison. These are the talking points. Homosexuality. All the good black men are what? Dead, in jail, or married. That's what they say. These are their talking points. Maybe not in jail, dead or married. But, that's subject for another video. We know the talking points they use. So if that's the reason that you have 70% of black women who are chronically single is because of this dating pool has shrunk. And you have a CJ who clearly is above that. Now, they criticize this brother for it because of how he was posing in his Instagram photos after graduation. Hey, come on now. That's the best y'all got? That's the best y'all got? Y'all mean to try to tell me if you've ever been to a college graduation, if you ever graduated, what are people doing right after that graduation is over? They're taking pictures. They're clowning. Hell, you done busted your ass for 6 years trying to get this degree. I'm going to take these pictures. After I do the formal picture with the family, I'm going to clown in those photos. Yes, we got to give the brother a pass. He's graduating from law school, for heaven's sake. That's the best y'all got. Y'all going to complain about how he's posing in his pictures? Where there is no dysfunction, they're going to manufacture dysfunction. Why? Because they need dysfunction to justify doing what? What have I told y'all? They're going to use your dysfunction against you to justify doing what? Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. Getting with God. In other words, the white man. And they have to have that dysfunction, because you think about it, CJ, they should be sending CJ their resume. They should be sending him their resume saying, listen, man, choose me. Yeah, that's the kind of guy we be talking about. No, they don't want him. They don't want that. Listen, that's a unicorn. That good black male, that bullshit don't exist. Stop wasting your time, sister. You about to go out here and find you a white man. Now, the ironies, because there are two ironies in this shit. And the first irony is this. This white man, he doesn't need that law school degree. No. man can be a high school dropout. And in the case of the sister that we seen right here on YouTube, that black woman found that white dude homeless, living in a shelter, strung out on meth. And that sister took that white man into her home around her children. Y'all remember that? And she complained on a live stream. I mean, they actually gonna give me this much ammunition, man. I can't believe it. She complained on a live stream about what? The size of his penis. A homeless, drug addict, unemployed. She took him into her home around her children. Why? His white skin. I'm telling you, his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. 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 As long as he's white. He don't need no law school degree. So CJ said, aha, now what? Now when? That I got this degree. Now I'm a prize. But guess what, CJ? This white man is the prize even without the college degree. All he needs is white skin. And the reason why he only needs white skin is because the majority of black women worship his white skin. This is the reason why, as I told y'all in many of these videos, this is the reason why you go to one of these sisters and you ask them, excuse me, are you married? Are you dating? She's going to immediately retort what? Yes, I have a white boyfriend. Yes, I have a white husband. Not, I have a husband. Yes, I have a boyfriend. No. We have to emphasize what is important. And what is important, I have not just a husband, but I have a white husband. That's God for you. Yes, I have a white boyfriend. It is because of his whiteness. That white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. Y'all remember? Remember back when that white dude made that post, or that sister, she recorded her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was a Donald Trump supporter. He was getting on her about, if you don't like Donald Trump, go back to Africa. And she was sitting there in the post. I've done videos on it. We all seen the footage. And she's sitting there, why are you talking like this? Why are you being so mean? Why are you being so racist? Y'all remember that dude? When she met that dude, here we come. Here's another one. When she met that dude, she took him into her home. He, too, unemployed, behind in child support. I can't make this shit up. Wait a minute. Stop. You mean to try to tell me the white man who is the protector, the white man who is the provider, is behind in child support payments? I thought that was only something that black men dealt with. She took that white dude and his child. And again, she admitted this out of her own mouth, not me lying on her. On a live stream, she admitted when I met the dude, he was unemployed, behind in child support with his child. I took them both into my home and I was taking care of both of them. Wait a minute. Hold on now, y'all. Stop the presses. Stop. Red flag. Fuck this. I'm challenging this play, ref. Wait a minute. Ref, how is that not struggle love? How is that not a dusty? Hey, wait a minute, ref. You mean to try to tell me that she took in a guy who was homeless, a guy who was behind in child support payments? You mean to try to tell me, ref, that this white dude is behind in child support payments? He's unemployed. He don't have a place to stay. And this sister took them both in and was working a full-time job taking care of him. Ref, how is that not struggle love? How is that not dealing with a dusty? You know how it's not dealing with a dusty? You know how it's not considered struggle love? His white skin. Say it with me. His white skin. 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 His white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. So even though he's unemployed, that's all right, baby. Come stay with me. I got room for you, baby. If that was a black dude, oh, hell no, nigga. You better go see if you can surf on the couch of your friend. I ain't taking care of no nigga. You got me fucked up. You better get a job. I ain't taking care of no. I ain't marrying down. I ain't doing no struggle love. I want a hypergamy. I want to level up. Hey, nigga, I can't holler at you. I ain't dealing with no niggas. But a white dude, come on in, baby. Come on in. You and your child. Not just you, your child. And when y'all here, I will take care of you. I will go to work and feed and clothe you. And on top of not only feeding and clothing you, I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. I'm going to bend this ass over for you. So, I mean, come on now. The power of white skin. It covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. That's the first irony with the CJ piece, man. See, CJ said, now when, CJ, that I got this degree. See, because before I got the degree, I wasn't a pride to the black woman. Because, they didn't want me. But now that I got this degree, I'm now a prize. But now the irony is, Mr. CJ, is that white man with no degree, no high school diploma, no job, no place to stay, taking drugs, is still the prize in the eyes of this black woman. Why? Because his white skin. That white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sins.
Make sure you guys like the stream, share the stream, leave comments. Yeah. Yes, my good friend, our so-called brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. That's what it is. That's what it always has been. And no matter what you say or do, you're not God. And one thing I will say is, and it's gonna hurt a lot of feelings. I'm at the point now where a lot of black people need to call themselves kings and queens and all this nonsense. It's not a coping mechanism to things that we're not really are right now. And using those buzzwords, those special key phrase words, only just fills the empty void that what we're not really are. We're not kings, queens, we're regular people. Hell, we could probably call ourselves peasants for all we, if we want to go have that stupid dialogue. But overall, you know. But I get it why he does it. And I even go in as far as get why he will never respond to any of these women that's flaunting not only, you know, the product of their interracialism, but also, you know, that white man. Because his essence, his skin, like Mr. Carroll has said in that video that y'all watched, it does remove all imperfections and sins. And you know, there's a lot of black people that's religion based, Christian based mostly. One thing is evident, and we gotta be honest here as black folks. We don't like sin. We hate sin. We work as hard to avoid doing things that in relations to sin. Some of us, I mean, downright, you know, people gonna sin regardless, you know. But when it comes to black folks, we try to hide the foolishness and the fuckery so that we don't, you know, sin. But sin is always here. And it goes beyond then this the so-called Christ died for your sins. In the minds of black folks, and really, let's be honest here. I don't talk about the religion on this channel because I knew the actual purpose, what it's really designed for. It's really designed to keep you in a docile situation. You will not come out of your situation. Hell, you will turn several cheeks, several cheeks, several cheeks, several cheeks if someone takes their hand and busts you on one cheek and probably hit you on the other cheek and then slap you around. Because let's be honest, it is a religion that will soften you up, including Islam. They do it to Muslims too, same thing. But overall, we don't like sin. So we do what's necessary to avoid having or becoming sinful. And one of the few things that black people find ways to repent, they go to the skin tone, the white skin. So the ladies, Dr. Omar, you know this already well known. You're not helping or fixing the sickness that black people already dispose upon themselves. You up here not only nourish it, but you make money off this. Like literally. Like literally, you make money. And if you don't make no money, let's be fair, honest. You're not gonna be around long. You know, personally. Yeah. You're not gonna be around long. So now, let me see if I can find my thing. I'm gonna shift gears here because I'm gonna reveal the text and documents. I'll probably show you a few snippets here and there. To be fair, honest. Now, this right here, if I can remember, it shows here of a stripper. And this was posted the month of June when she came out to expose the good Dr. Umar Abdul Johnson. So I'm gonna probably see if I'm probably gonna pull it up now. I'm gonna stop share streaming this. I'm probably gonna show a few of the tweets here and there, you know. And I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this. Can this thing zoom in? No, I can't zoom in. All right. I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to share my screen. Oh, damn. Okay. I'm just going to show you snippets here and here. And I'm going to read it to y'all. And y'all going to like it. Let me turn on this volume here. Okay. And I'm looking for to hear y'all comments on this one. Screen share. All right, let me see if I can see it. It's gonna be hard to see because actually, can I zoom in? I think I'm able to zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in this. Where is the zoom in button for this? I haven't done this in a while. This is a different platform. It doesn't look like I actually hear this. There we go. I'm only going to scan through it. I'm going to flip between screens here and there. And the reason why this is because this is a Word document. For those that's not familiar. This was June the 14th, 2015. Around the month of June, one woman came out, exposed a good doctor, Dr. Umar Johnson. And I'll read it to you. You can see it. And now I'm going to flip through this for your own clarity. And this I had in the nice little treasure chest in my, my drives. And I was looking through things when I was deciding to do this. And I say, wait, let me find the actual documents, some of the Facebook posts, tweets, pictures of this exposure. And I'm going to read some of it. And like I said, I'm going to flip back and forth for, All right, Dr. Umar Johnson just got caught up with a stripper scandal that cost him his whole lot of money, blah, 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 right? And about a week ago, Kimi Ringo, self-proclaimed conscious stripper, posed intimate text message between Dr. Johnson and be honest with you, these text messages they're still on the internet, but they're really not on the internet. And the reason why I say it's because they're all been gone. Right? The people that cover the story don't have no more of it, of the actual so-called receipts. So anybody that was able to read it 8 years ago, back in June, some might have kept the actual links to the articles. You will not find the actual links now because they're no longer visible in the internet. So let me read this. And it says here, baby, I want to crush you before I leave for England on Thursday. I'm not what she calls herself that. Please stop treating me like one. Never that, wifey. Then treat me like the queen I am, so I am. That's one of the texts. And let me flip back and forth. Some noticing. Because I gotta look through this myself. All right, let me go down. All right, good. All right. It's gonna be very confusing. All right, where is it? All right. Okay. Oh, what's good, Great Pill? I don't know if you saw the support. And then they remove this. Y'all know how to support the channel. Please support with this Cash App, Super Chat. I'm gonna lower this for a second so I can read this thing. What do you mean you can't? I'm Great Pill. I don't know what that means. All right. Okay, let me read more. Omar Johnson, known as the Prince of Pan-Africanism, lied. Con stripper says Dr. Omar Johnson is lying and he is hounding after apparently went on a Roland Martin show in the beginning of June and said that he was celibate. Yeah, we all know about the celibacy. Most pro-blacks, back to Africa. What's good, D Darrell? I'm gonna do this because D Darrell, you were more close with. I'm gonna drop the link for you, D Darrell, since you're here. I'm gonna let you see this for yourself. And I dropped the call line a little early. You know how it is. I'm being laughing. Keep doing good work. Thank you. That's a D derail. Anyone else come up? That's optional, but you know it is. Okay, let me read on. Oh, good. Well, links for you, D derail, if you want to come up. Okay. It says here, more tweets. Wow. Well, guess I serve no purpose now, huh? Wherever you love, when I crush your cookies. Whatever you love when I crush your cookies. You're drizzling and dripping all over me last time. And on the right hand side, this is her. I think her. That's her IGS. The conscious stripper. Blah blah blah. Right. Dr. Umar John was a guest host of Roland Martin. Blah blah blah. And he states that he was sexually active listening at 1 hour 49-minute mark. And she writing from her side in her IG. I don't know if her IG still exists. Maybe it does. Who knows? Okay. And she writes, you can't lead by example. Yeah. So let me flip back. Oh, I see you down, Didra. Hold on. Make sure. Okay, it's you. Bring it up. How you doing, Didra?
What's up, player? What's going on, man?
I'm good. I'm up here. I found some in the treasure chest. I found old articles and an actual letter confession the good doctor wrote back in 2015 about this. You know about it?
A confession about what?
That he did have relations with this woman, and he.
Oh yeah. I've been know about that. He admitted to that.
Yeah. Now, mind you, how many people did not knew that? Some people said they didn't know, and they think it's a lie. And mind you, I was part of certain panels where they defended Dr. Omar, but he had to come out clean
with the conscious stripper.
Yes, it took a while, but
he admitted. He admitted he met her 3 times in 8 days. Yeah, the relationship lasted like a week, a little over a week.
I mean, yeah, wherever it is, a lot of people, and she was fooled from her side. And she probably made some attention, but not much. But the point is this, that when we look back at Omar's track record, and we find the nice queens up and making songs and diss tracks on the good doctor with their non-black mates, right? That is telling that you defend the women because you need to, because you live. And this is your bread and butter. You're going to have to defend black women by all means necessary, or the money stops. Even to the point where I played a piece with David Carroll about the dysfunction and the multiple sins and all that stuff, and I lay out my claim that these women that you defend, Dr. Omar, they don't like you, they don't respect you. Some are on their knees, giving the non-black man all the energy, the essence, and give him the throat goat, blowing him out, and still putting him in front of you or any other black man in your face and laughing and say, we get the soft light, or whatever, it's an illusion of soft life, and it's now become a joke, to know and saying, you still have not accomplished what you say you accomplished. And not only that, Dita, think about this. We're going to go into the actual 10th year in a couple months. Wait a minute, next eight months, right? Since he started this initiative in 2014. And regardless of his actual outcomes, he still has not fulfilled what was he said he set forth to do.
All right.
So now
keep losing big. Anyway, this does
is that me? Is that me? Oh no, it's not me. Yeah. So that's the backstory. And let me see what Grey Pill writes. Dieter caught our boy back in the space after claiming he's taking a break till next year. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let me keep going. I gotta examine. Let me see. Let me flip through this because I don't want 1 second. Don't worry. I still see you, Dieter. I just gotta go through this down. All right, let me go down. Okay, here's more. All right, I'm gonna flip back, change screens.
Are you there, brother?
More. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Now I had to do this because this is an old. I had to save this on a Word document, so it has like a lot of stuff in here. I'm only skimming through it. More as it goes here. More of the tweets back then. There's a parking lot next to the hotel guard. We'll show you. I have your tickets to get out in the morning. I'm here. Call me. You're good, babe. Yes, babe. Now everybody said, Dr. Omar is celibate, and then he's a man flaunting. Yeah, we know. But you up here,
Nobody believed that shit though.
We know that. We know that. We know that. We know that. But you see, one thing with him, because he can't be honest with a lot of these women, and a lot of these women admire him because he says these sweet things that you're my African queen, my goddess, all this nonsense, right? And then there's more games. And see, women don't understand these are not manipulation games, as you know, D. Darrell, because you're in the same field. You know what you're walking into, sweetie. Like, here's this one right here. And as you know, claiming he writes it, no. Why do we always have to go to hotels? No. And he's giving that sad face. He wants to go ahead because he needs your cookies, baby. he's giving the royal phallus, and thus the phallus will strike on against you. Just giving you what you want, baby. And figure out, if you're a stripper, oh yeah, you're gonna be giving up the goods tonight. You ain't gonna hold out nothing. And here's another one. Here's another tweet. Wait, make sure. Let me raise up. Make sure I get that. Okay, there we go. Here's more. And I like doing this. All right. And it says here. Be careful. Thank you, baby. I gotta go twerk up my weekly FDMG donations. Laughing out. You should be tired after last night and the morning. Get some rest. Tired and sore. I'm sorry. God damn, my dude, you blow this bitch back out. Blowing her back out. And said she can't walk. I said, dude, no wonder he's up here not doing what he had to do. He's blowing these bitches back out, bro. He is blowing their backs out with authority. Me reading this, bro, it's gonna entice more lovely ladies to go and find Dr. Omar Johnson and say, oh, really? You made this stripper got sore? I want to get sore too. All right, let me read. All right. And he writes, baby, I want to crush you before I leave for England on Thursday. I'm not a, you know what? Please stop treating me like one. Never that, wifey. Look at all them sweet words. All those nice words, woman. You see, black women, you love to be lied to. You walked into this. What are you talking about? He's not gonna call you a whore. No, if he does that, you go. Maybe if he call you a whore, you gonna still give him the cookies. What are you talking about? Stop it. Stop it. You ain't gonna stop. And then there's more. And then he writes this again. And this is all. Actually, no. You said a week, right?
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Like a week, and it was like like over a week. Yeah,
you sure about that? You sure? Because look at this. Let me pull. Look at this.
No. They talked before that, but I'm talking about the time that he was there that they saw each other. They saw each other 3 times in 8 days.
Because this message said in January 2015. Anyway, let me keep reading. Dr. Ifa Morning Express. Dr. Ifa, I'm good. Can't wait to see you. I need a massage and home cooked meals. Tired of eating on the road. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, let me do this because I got to flip back through this because, like I said. All right. Let me scroll down. Oh damn! I did that. And she took a picture selfie of herself too. All right. Let me read this. I'm trying to figure out where. Okay. Here's the other one. More. Going into more. And it writes here. It reads out, wow. And he writes, well, guess I serve no purpose now, huh? Whatever. You love when I crush your cookies. You're drizzling and dripping all over me last time. Okay.
Chaos, what are you doing, man?
No. Relax. Just sit back and just admire
Man,
the
this
process.
sounds like some goddamn Zane Chronicles or some shit.
Wait. Hey, listen. Do you know where this came from? This is what the articles they pulled out, and then she put out the receipts. Back when
I
she went
know,
to,
man, but damn, you read down.
Hey, listen. This is all for content, people. Don't take this
Okay,
personal.
man. Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
It's content. Listen. I had to find this on my drives, bro. That I was saying, let me see if I can find the actual apology because people did not know. You know what I'm saying? Some people said that he was engaged with with this woman, right? I mean, not engaged, but had in his little entanglement with her, right? And it got to the point where he said that the person that was giving him $1 million, I doubt that was going to happen. Person. All right. And then more, it says here, and let me scroll up here because that she takes a selfie of herself. Mind, this was on the 4th, so like I say, he knows what she looked like because he knows she was a stripper. And one woman writes, Shitra, oh, you see her eyeballs. You didn't see that before? Shitra? Shatara?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, I'm talking about the woman in the chat. Yeah. Well, you now know now. All right. Going to more. Same here with the smiley face. I got you. What do you like to eat? My son really likes my turkey wings. Can you talk now? And he responds, Dr. Ifa, Elastic. I'm heading to speak event. A speaking event, sorry. Your choice, just wear one of them sexy dress you wore, then we will meet yummy. Oh, bruh. Okay.
Yeah, man. What's up, Gray Pill? Yeah, I saw Will locking the spaces. He back at it.
Oh, you never seen this? Shatara says, you never seen it because this was 8 years ago. Shatira. It's 8 years ago. Angela C said, Umar John is not someone to take seriously. You're right, Angela. He was never takes, and the next one shows she takes a selfie of herself. And let me I'm gonna do this. A selfie. So let me scroll down from this one. I'll read it to y'all. I'm not gonna waste my time show all that. Fuck that. She shows her in her attire with the blonde wig, writing, and then Omar responds, "Pow! Wow! Just woke up to this. Yummy. I'm a ass and thighs man, so I need those sides and back pics." Laughing out loud with pure smiling emojis. Thank you, baby. And she up here with the, I guess she gave it like a kissing emoji or some shit. That flirting stuff. And I could probably show that. Let me show that to y'all. Go back and forth. And one woman wrote, Shatira said, I tend not to concern myself with Omar's sexual exploits. Yeah. He's a wild dude. Yeah. But he sure needs some donations. He said, I need them donations. Need them donations. All right. I couldn't run to the store now and pick up whatever you want me to cook. Omar responds, that works. My younger cousin is staying at my apartment with his family for about 2 weeks, so I was going to get a hotel for the evening. Let me know if you, and it said, cool with that, smiling. Okay, your food is cooking now. Okay, it's nice. Yeah. Switching again. As you know, I'm just doing this, guys. You know it is. Going down. And there's a picture of her. Let me make sure. Yeah. So for those that don't know who she is, this is her. This is her.
Yeah, that's the country stripper.
That's 8 years ago. She probably look different now. She was in her. I think she's in her.
She had a little afro back then.
Late 40s, maybe 50s. Now she probably almost.
She damn near 50 now. Shit.
Is she 50 now? Yeah, I think she is 50. She
was 40.
No, she's.
That was in 50.
She's like 55. She was like 55 now. So yeah.
Yeah, she was in her mid 40s back then. Shit.
And she writes here, yet me wearing a blonde wig as a conscious stripper is symbolic of what the conscious community is. Oh,
really?
I gotta share this. Y'all gotta see this. Y'all see this? Right there. I mean, most brothers, we're not really down with the blonde hair, unfortunately. That's the best he could do. Yes, Prime VA. It looks like that's the best he could do, unfortunately. Let's go down further. Actually, make sure.
The best he can do? Well, shit, that's better than somebody from the Philippines.
And she writes, very important that I shed light on the hypocrisy that keeps us divided. No one is better than the next. We're all in this war together. That's another tweet she write. And here, and I'm looking at this right. What's this? This is another one. This is some other tweets, I believe, or no, actually either message, but don't seem like it's anything of relevance. Shouldn't delete that tweet once you find one. Black massage therapist, not a good look. Don't give them ammunition. I'm just saying. And right, so you don't volunteer. You should be in Atlanta right now making love to me. I don't know who that is. I'm just Omar.
Man, Chaos, I'm just reading it. One, man. I didn't think this was gonna be like this.
Well, you know, listen. If the reason I was pulling this up, I'm trying to find the letter of he up here confessing and apologized, but I came across all this that I saved on a Word document, and it was a lot of stuff, bro. And I said, let me go through this slowly, you know. Oh, here this one. Wow. Let's see. You love winner. Yeah, I wrote that right. This one here, look like this one he wrote. And let me share this. And he writes here. No more games. Let's just let it go. I'm tired of dealing with this. I just want it to be over with. No more games. I'm tired of it. And I think this is Dr. Omar writes, you shouldn't be in Miami right now making love. You should be making love to me. I know. Mm-hmm. And down here, it writes, are you already exclusive involved with another woman? Be honest. Picture. I mean, please, sorry. Are you just looking for someone to satisfy your sexual needs? And she's right, fine, not going through this again. Goodbye. No, baby, come back.
Yeah. Man, Chaos, you wrong for this shit.
And then here's this. And my good friend Prime VA writes, my fiance is half Filipino. Laughing out. If that's the best he could do, no wonder why he shows his hypocrisy. And then continuing, her being a stripper makes it even worse. Yeah. Well, you know, Dr. Omar, he gets around, man. He up here, you know, he blowing strippers' backs out, making them sore, you know. And you know, some black women don't mind getting sore once in a while, you know. You give it to them too hard, you know, they sometimes have a hard time walking. You know, you do your job when she can barely get up and walk. She's giving that awkward what do you call it, bow-legged walk pain, you know. All right, flip back. All right, let me see a few more. Okay,
man, this is crazy.
So, all right, except okay, masseuse. Okay, and she writes here more. This is what she wrote. And he writes, or she writes. And guess what? You can't refute not one word I said. Punch truth. Stop. Just stop. Just accept that you were out to misuse me after I told you it wouldn't work. And things didn't work out in your favor. Now let's let it go at all. That leaves it alone. I'm done with this foolishness. Okay. You know, she got tired because she felt she's being used and abused. You know, that is, some women don't mind it. Use me and abuse me. And then here, at least the truth. And she writes more. Oh, here's this one. This one's good. All right. This one. And as I'm reading. At least I'm true to who I said I am. You're mad because you can't say the same thing about the fraudulent life you live. Pathetic. You assassinate your own character now accept responsibility for it. And Omar writes, let's she who is without sin cast the first stone. I don't know why black folks go to religion. And then they fucked up. That's some weird shit, man. That's weird. It's weird. I don't get it. All right. Matter of fact, let me flip back and forth. Down. Oh, damn it. I went down too farther. All right. Okay, and then she writes more about she rolling her eyes. Let me am I so sure? And she states, rolling eyes up in head, stop. Just stop. I don't know when misogynist black men will realize the way they treat black women is a perpetuation of their very own oppression. Oops, my bad. You don't really give a damn. You're a fraud. Yeah. Flip back.
Man.
And flip back. And then wait. There's some more good stuff. I'm trying. And that was exposed. Let me see. Let me go down. And then there's a conversation, which I'm not gonna waste time to read. But this right here.
Tripping. That came out in the summertime. I'm tripping.
I think this is the one. All right. At the end of oops. Thought that one doesn't always practice what you preach. Okay. Now this right here, this looks like this is a Facebook letter. And I'm gonna read this one. This is the one that I found. And I just want to snip it. Make sure it's the right one. Yeah, this is the one. All right. So I'm gonna. All right. I'm gonna read to you. And the links in the chat room if you guys want to come up and express your thoughts and opinions before I go into this. And Robert F. Smith built his school, and he's more oral black than Omar. Yep. Pro. They always want to be victims and don't even know what misogyny means. Yeah. All right. So right here. Okay. Yeah, it looks right. Okay. All right. From Dr. Umar Johnson. This is on Facebook. 6/12/2015. By now, many of you may have heard about the female who is on a campaign to not only assassinate my character, but destroy my life's work, which is to help our people by specifically helping our children. I met this woman at the Garvey Day celebration of Fort Lauderdale, 8/17/2014. I was never in her presence until March the 27th through the 31st, and I think 4/10. I think these are dates. I don't know. She was from Philadelphia, but a few months ago, she contacted me and said she had moved back, whether she returned to Philly to entrap me or for some other reasons I cannot say for sure. Now, if she was going to trap you, why do you walk into a trap, my good doctor? If you're aware of this. Continue. These were the only dates that I was alone. Oh, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me keep reading. Where was I? Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. These were the only dates that I was alone with this maggot in my life. Call her maggot, mind you. And those are the dates as you see in semicolons or brackets. We met at the same Center City of Philly Hotel 100 and Columbus Boulevard, and each of the 3 encounters was after midnight. We never went on a date, and we never date as she claims. We saw each other on 3 separate midnights, nothing more or less. Some of those texts are real, while others have been fabricated. You can't fabricate no tests, my good doctor. You said what you said. You blow this woman's back out. She love it. She didn't know that you were that type of Negro because you didn't go for the mode 1 approach. You went in and just said, I'm not gonna tell you what I am per se. I just want to get access to you. You know how it is. You feel me? I need them cookies. Y'all see this in the chat room? Dr. Omar needs to give the women the cookies, man. Let's continue. I didn't know that she was a dancer up front. That's something she confessed later during this 2 weeks escapades. She talked about her struggles of being a single mom with an incarcerated son and only recently obtained her GED and about her other 2 sons. The only reason I'm divulging this information is because a supporter of mine who support my FDMG campaign, who has been working tirelessly to bring my own work to attention of their NBA superstar cousin and have finally made inroad. This superstar charity was scheduled to meet and discuss my FDMG campaign this week. The donation amount, as I was informed directly from a board member, was to be $1 million. This $1 million would allow us to either acquire the Christian college in the South or, with the fundraiser donation already in hand, put us extremely close to matching roughly $2 million in price tag on St. Paul if the government didn't buy it first. Let me see, make sure nobody's in the studio. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me put the link for those who want to come up again. Why are you here? No, you don't. Yes, sir. I'll put the call link one more time for those that want to come up. All right. Let me keep going now. However, it all crumbles on Wednesday while I was in DC as I was preparing to begin my workshop with the juvenile and their parents. The email I was waiting for from the NBA Superstar Charity Board member came through and said I was planning on giving him the okay to support you in the amount of $1 million. However, I went online to do some research on you and saw that you were in the center of a scandal involving a stripper. He cannot be associated with that type of drama, and regrettably, we cannot go forward with the donation. Now, how about that? Mind you guys, gentlemen. There's a notion that when we're supposed to have what they call dick discipline, they're not lying. They're not lying. You need to be disciplined in these days we're in. You need to be disciplined and take it very seriously. And like the good doctor, he did not have what we call discipline. A good portion of us black males, that something that we control, in my opinion. And the discipline is work. It takes dedication. It takes drive, responsibility. Yeah, I need to go more. But anyway, let's keep going. And let me check, make sure no one's here. Are we looking back periodically in the studio? Okay. I'm gonna read out y'all comments. And please, guys, support the channel. Matter of fact, let me put the try and find where. All right, okay. Make sure you support the channel. Okay, let's keep going. All right, my heart dropped and my stomach curled. I didn't know how I managed to get out that chair to offer my workshop. I didn't think I ever felt a pain in my stomach like that before. We had the money in our hands. We got the money in our hands. Put a goddamn queen. Fucked up the bag for me. She messed up the bag. She made me fumble the bag. What more can I do? What more can you want with me? Oh. Let's keep going. We had the money in our hand, but my careless associates with the tramp, with a tramp, discuss as a queen may have cost me my dreams. See, my dreams. Remember, he's not doing this for the collective. He's doing it for him. That's selfishness. That really is selfishness, gentlemen. Very selfish. But what do you expect? What do you expect? I'm just saying. All right, let me keep going. All right. Let me see. Okay. But she still's not done. Multiple videos, multiple false tweets, and Instagrams have now left me no choice but to take care of this situation myself. After all, it's my fault. It is your fault. No matter what happens in the coming weeks, I did my work for the heart and sacrificed everything for our children. I was sincerely and honest with my works. Not perfect, but perfectly committed to doing what I could for our boys because they deserve better. I cannot let this continue any longer. I've had people trying to destroy me before, but they never attacked my work. For the people, she has gone overboard with this unjustified and optimistic attacks aiming at building her reputation at my expense and tried to destroy everything I worked for in the process. Selfishness. But Omar, you selfish. You say you building this for yourself. You're not building this for the children. I say I'm building this for y'all. The only thing I hear in this is it costs you my dream. Where that sounds more selfish than anything else. I'm just saying. Selfishness shows no regards for my family, community, or children. I apologize for letting all my supporters down. I'm so very sorry, but I now have to do what I think is right to end this bullshit once and for all. Now, let me see if there's anything more on this. I'm going to switch. Let me see if there's anything. Prime writes, does a woman like her qualify for a disciplined man? No, I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it too. Now, let me see what's going on here. I'm going down looking at some things, guys. All right, let's look. And, you already seen a picture of her already. Okay. I'm trying to see if anything else on here. And there's a written interview of this, but I'm not going for that. That's waste time. All right. I'm just going through. Hmm. I'm trying to find what this is. At the end of the disposal, Omar used donation. He lost donations. And really, truly, he was gonna get money for this dude if that was the case. But overall, that's not really gonna happen, and I don't think it was gonna happen anyway. I mean, people give money out every day, but if you're not disciplined, you don't deserve the money, in my opinion. That's just me. And I think that, and I know there was more information out there, but this is the one thing I could have found on a given notice. For those that don't know, the links in the chat room if y'all guys want to come up and chat with me your thoughts and opinion. I mean, I look at it as this, right? Dr. Umar Johnson is a man, and a man nonetheless. But the problem with him, to a lot of people that don't respect him, is because, he's fraudulent. I mean, he has some good information because he is in the field of psychiatry that is needed for regards helping the mind and thinking of adults and children, because that's his background. But all the other things in regards to building schools and all, there's too much information and evidence that this guy does not really know much what he's doing. And he's refusing actual help from people from in the collective. And I can see why he's doing this, because he has a sketchy past. Even sketchy in the present day. And let's be honest, most black people don't really care what you do in regards to the opposite sex. But be upfront and honest, personally. But if you're playing these games, especially if you are lying to these ladies, which he is doing, which he really is doing, he's only making it worse for himself. That's why a lot of them could sit there, create these scenarios and make it harder for Dr. Umar Johnson. Oh, what's good? Tough talk. I'm not sure if you're in sleep. If you want to come up and give your take about if of anything, especially the good doctor, I would appreciate it. The links in the chat room for those who want to come in. The call lines up. One thing is evident, right? And let me share back this. Dr. Umar Johnson, right? He got to understand this. Okay. You got to understand this. These are the same women that you will defend. In return, you will meet your demise in the long run. And I don't like to say that because I don't want to really believe it. But let's be honest, Dr. Umar. This one will end your career. And if you're a man that you've moved sloppy, which you have a couple years back, and you probably might be moving a little bit better, but probably still moving sloppy here and there now, that a lot of people, if you do get this school up and running, if you do get it up and running, personally, I just don't see a lot of black folks supporting it, because it's going to take more than the average amount you say you need to get it up and running, which is the value of what they call it, $2 million. You need double that just to maintain a school for maybe a few years, roughly 4 years. And $2 million, if that is the target goal, and I think the goal of how much money was needed was ever changing, that's not enough to maintain a school even back then. And if you were going to get that money and eventually got enough money at that time, the school would have probably been closed within the next 2-3 years, maybe, give or take. Because the amount of, how can I say this? The amount of content or things needed for the school that's gonna hit you heavy in the pocket. Not to mention the food, the boarding, because you are gonna board some of these students from last night I checked. That the money you're about to make, or you say you're gonna get from these single mothers, because you did admit this out your mouth on one of these shows, these podcasts, that single mothers, a lot of them do got money, and they're gonna heavily pay to put their children, have someone else be responsible for their development. And let's be honest, school today is daycare for a lot of our children. It's just the honest truth. It's enough from daycare. And when we find out, when they go back home to really absorb what they learn and able to do the homework, they have a hard time doing, because most of the times they're just there to play around, maybe gossip, talk, and maybe do a little work that has any importance to what they're studying. A lot of people are gonna still throw money into this, to your school, but it's not gonna be a lot. And by the time you do get the money, I wouldn't be surprised you stay in America with the money. I think this is my thing, guys. Y'all might not like this. I think if he gets to a certain level with the money, he's gonna probably make some excuse and take the money and run. And the reason why I say he's gonna take the money and run, because let's be honest, him trying to uphold and run a school in America now, and only needing the support of the people, that is not a winning strategy. I'm sorry, guys, it's not a winning strategy. It's not. You give him your money, he'll take it, he'll save it, and keep him build up as a nest egg. Hell, if you think about it, if he's already grossing over $1 million or more right now as we speak, that's actually a good little set way for a society, a more easy retirement, if you think about it. I'm just saying. I mean, I know schools take a while to set up, but how the way he's going about it, it's taking way too long. I remember other major people that know how to build institutions, schools, home schools, or any other schools, they have to go through the same government and go through the same regulation part in the process. And I just don't see it with Dr. Umar Johnson. We were going through a certain process. Personally. But what do I know? What this woman did in regards to shouting you out, flaunting you, and taunting you, that was just icing on the cake, in my opinion. But the biggest question we should ask ourselves, and I remember Uncle D just said it best, is this man even the right fit to be telling black men what the hell we should be doing? Answer to that question is absolutely no. You're not living of a proper example as a man. Hell, not even a proper example as a black man. And you up here telling black men or guiding black men or encouraging or teaching black men what they should be doing. You're not an authority, in my opinion. Never have, never will. You're not authority of anything at all, personally. The only thing you will do is lead black men, especially, to stagnation and into an environment that they don't feel comfortable dealing with. Hell, you see a lot of dudes traveling and getting out the country to go find, a better life. And they don't want to put up with this nonsense. Personally. I mean, look at the climate we have now in America. And you tell the majority of black men to deal here and stay and take it. They're not going to do that. And I doubt any of them are going to really attempt to do so anyway. Personally. And to sit there to shame them in submission, it ain't gonna work. And it shouldn't work. Men overall, they do want to be, you have to force them to do certain things, but you gotta be that type of Negro to do so. And the good doctor is not that man to do so. They'll look at you hard, look at head to toe, and look at what you actually accomplished and what you really put out, and they'll laugh straight in your face. I'm the same. I mean, think about it. When a good percentage of Black women that's trying to divest and will divest unsuccessful, and there are some that might divest somewhat successfully. At the end of the day, one thing is evident: when Black women want to shove in your face, they will do so. Good Dr. Umar Johnson, and what this woman did was a testament of shoving in your face. It makes me really question for a woman to do a song like that and tag your name on there. It makes me think, and I had to really sit back and think about this hard. And I had to think really long and hard on this personally. It makes me wonder, with the conscious stripper that got her cheeks clapped by you, or I'm sorry, you're clapping her cheeks, for lack of better words. Why she went our way to do a hit piece like this? Unless you are blowing this baby mama that's now in a relationship with a non-Black man, if you didn't really had some entanglements with her. Because usually women like her doing songs and putting your name tag it and expressing it in a way, she has some form of relationships with you. I'm just saying, because it has to be questioned, why? Now I know, Dr. Omar, you get around, like literally you get around, but I'm saying, God damn, you get around like that you start to discuss and make Black women that are, I guess she might be pro-Black, this lady that's with this non-Black man, but let's say she isn't, you must have broke her heart and feelings to make her now go find some non-Black men and flaunts it in front of you, even go as far as put a song out in front of you. I'm just saying.
That is really weird.
Yes,
to put a song tagging Dr.
Say something.
I'll say,
yeah. Turn YouTube up.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, I can mix. No, I hear echoes.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
All right. Jump out and jump back in.
So, Dr. I don't understand why she tagged Dr. Umar. I don't understand like divestors and I don't think she's a divested woman. I think she's a swirler maybe. And SYSBM and stuff. Like I would never antagonize people that I don't date. Like you don't know who I don't like. You would have to get it. I mean, unless they ask me, or I won't just go around like, yeah, I don't date this and that and that. I don't understand and why like vilify or punish the people that you don't like. I think that's like really mean. But this gender war is like crazy. I don't understand it.
Before you continue, let me read. I don't know why I got Lena, jump off come down completely and come back in so we can fix the echo, because it should not be echoing when I'm talking. Just jump out and come back in. It should reverb it. All right. Prime VA 75 says, why are people hyping up this picture? Isn't she a baby mama and those white men were calling her kids the N-word? I don't know about the N-word, Prime VA, because I remember our good brother, Mr. Uncle D, talked about it. And I'm thinking, covering this, I mean, we have to say something really gone into this for a woman to really make a song. Now, mind you, if she's in that relationship with a non-Black man and he's calling her children the N-word, I mean, it comes with the territory. All right, Lena, you're back.
Yes, is that better?
Let me see.
Okay.
Yep, it's
Okay,
good.
good.
Go ahead.
Um, who's calling the children N words?
Well, Prime VA said that this same woman, and she has a channel, I believe, said that she's a baby mama and she's with a non-black man, and they calling her children, her 3 children, or actually 4 now because she just gave birth to a mixed child, calling N words. So yeah.
That's terrible that they're calling her baby N word.
But what do you expect, Lena? I mean, in most interracial relationships, and I'm not sure if it applies to both sex from different race. If a non-black man calls, a sister and her children the N words, and then a non-black woman calls him and maybe his child N word, what do we expect? Let's keep it real. Let's be honest. What do we really expect?
So
These people don't have to really respect
the
black
father of the
people.
child is calling his kids N words?
That's what the guy's saying. He said some brother cover it. I'm not sure where this brother that covered on his own channel was really got that information. But I'll entertain and say, okay, if that was true or not. She chose this man. She not only chose this man, let's be fair, let's be honest. You choose this man, so this man is actually now yours responsibility. You're not no longer responsible from a black man. You're not a white man's now your problem now. You get me? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't like saying that, but I said this, and I'll say this early in the broadcast. Once you, as a sister, decide to put the non-black man's nuts in your mouth, it marks your end. You're no longer black man's problem. Go be good over there, and here's my thing.
What if you're a
There are going to
spoiler?
be some men.
What if you're a spoiler and not a divester? Like, you're equal opportunists, and you date and you feel like, okay, you tried it, you don't like that, and you come back. So you say they're no longer welcome back. What can they
Well,
have
to me,
any children?
to me, if you think about it, to be honest, and remember, Lena, I had a woman that wrote a book about being a white man's whore, right? Remember that broadcast?
Yeah, I remember. I was on it.
Yeah, and she had relationships on one time with a non-black man. Remember, she didn't just write the book off her butt. This is her own experience, and then she probably did a little research here. But most of the book, that if you're by the book, this is what she experienced and gave it categories between black man, black woman, and said if you're going to go out and date out, divest, or you want to call it, swirl, you need to understand what are the categories of yourself and what are the categories of these non-black mates and what to expect. You get me? It's like a template to what to look for. You get me?
What do you think about so you don't think the black women should be accepted back into the community?
I mean, in my opinion, like other groups of men, if we were dead serious, and very slowly but surely, some black men will get to that point. I doubt it. But let's say we're not there. But let's say black men are like non-black mates. Non-black men, on the average, Lena, once they know their women step out and screw other races of men, especially black men, they don't bring them back into their circles. So, black men, if black men was just as adamant and was serious in this group of saying, you step out, you have this kid, or you're actually in relationships with him, that's not our problem. Is he is now your problem. I would agree with it. I have no problem with it. But the problem is there's not enough black men will, by default, will go by that. They're not down with that. You know why?
Why?
Because the standards and a black man very low when it comes to women. Can we agree?
I would say black people's standards are lower. Period.
No, yeah, black people, but when it talks about black men in regards to his dating choices, very low. A black man will take him fat, ugly, fugly, and I use the word fugly loosely. Look weird, As
Don't
long as
put
she
us.
look like
Don't
as
put
long
us.
as she might have a big behind, and let's say she has big chest, or she has both, right?
Yeah.
They will jump on that in a minute. Matter of fact, I think good portion of black men in the West, depending on how they've been raised, they will jump on a big woman any day of the week. They'll jump on that backside and you know.
Yes, I am a chubby girl, and they do love me.
Yeah, man. You're especially dudes that no matter if the man is skinny or big, and it doesn't really matter the type of black man,
I like
Especially
fat
the
guys,
man's
though.
that's cool. But like I said, but like I said, that a man once he knows he needs to, let one off, he will do so in a heartbeat. So he said, whoever's close to him and in proximity, he's gonna jump on it. You know what I'm saying? But that's me.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it. So that's why me upholding a standard say if you find out she's dating out, she's with the other side, she should stay over there. I agree, but the problem is enough men are not going to be down with that because
Okay,
when
now
they need access,
what
yeah,
about
go ahead.
like other men? Like, what if she's like with Latino men and Asian?
It does not matter if the man's not actually black, ADOS, or any other form of black, right? African, I think Caribbean or is it English black? As long as he's actually a black man, they're fine with it. Personally,
Damn. Y'all trying to excommunicate me from the community?
no, I'm saying if black men were serious, Leah, and they find that you were messing around, dabbling with other groups of men, they will possibly excommunicate.
That was
Possibly,
years ago, though. Damn.
yeah. And who's this, Leonard? I see Leonard.
Hmm?
1 second, Leonard. Okay, I see Leonard. Yeah, it's Leonard. Wait, before you say anything, let me go through this chat room. Prime says, okay, yeah, I see. Don't worry, we hear you. Her kids are by a yeah, I know you were that already. Okay, a lot of non-black men do it out of insecurity. They will literally tell those women anyone but a black man. Yes, I met a swinger white woman in Dallas who or WW who tried to hit on me and told me that that's not the first time I heard that. Okay. What do you call it? Sabine and urban black men have different tastes in women, though the suburban and noticed that. And one dude, comma, wrote, "Yes, go by." All right. I have a new person. What's good, Leonard? How long you been listening to the stream, Leonard?
Nah, just for a little bitty couple of few of a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, before you go continue, guys, as y'all watch the stream, please hit the like button. I'm not gonna be keeping up with the likes, so please hit the like button, please, as you come in. Go ahead. Pleasure.
Yeah, well, my thing is with all of this, who need to, and who, and that, boy, Black America is so out of focus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So out of focus. Especially urban Black Americans. See, what needs to be focused on is obtaining a career that comes with a pension and start working on building up your credit rating, whereas you could do what you want to do when you want to do it. Instead of worrying about who is laying with who laying who. Please. That's why a lot of these a lot of black guys all tripped up. They more concerned with the honey than the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of them.
Oh, but Leonard, before you continue, did you hear me go? I'm not sure how long you've been listening to the stream. I did read Dr. Omar and the scandal and his I guess one of his apology letters. One of them, I think there was the other one, but I can't recall which one was. But I think that might be one I read off the air, and some of the little texts that she kept of the brother. And even in his mind, he got so pissed and mad that he blew $1 million donation from some athlete or entertainer in the business that they're going to offer to give him, so he was close to achieving the goal of buying the building. Did you catch that part?
Look, there's a guy that I know that I was in the army with that stays in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Some years ago, years, mind you, he posted video on Facebook. His Facebook Live tagged me in it. And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the building that dude is talking about. And the building, you know, it wasn't even close to. He said the school was complete and open. It wasn't. People
Mm-hmm.
need to realize the dude is a grifter. He found a niche to play on the emotions
Mm-hmm.
of Black America by making everything racial, you know? And he's making a mint off of it, you know? It's very simple.
Okay.
It's very simple. He said that he wrote some book or whatever, and it's doggone required reading at Princeton. Well, that was doggone put out to be a lie. And he's supposed to have a PhD in something, and his collegiate credentials were researched, and that was a lie. He
Oh, no,
invented
no,
him.
no. Actually, yeah, he did get achieve his doctorate. How I know, because I followed this man from the beginning, even to the point when he actually received it and took pictures back in 2012. And
From
the woman that
what university?
I'm trying to remember which one. I got to double check because this is like over a decade ago, Leonard. So I can't recall that. It's too long back. But
It's not
mind
too
you,
long back for me.
hold on, Leonard, listen. They also went and tried to try him a few years back about his credentials, which he did win. Was it four and a half years ago, maybe 5? Yes, actually it was 4 or 5 years ago. So this guy is actually a doctor. But the point is this, you know, my more focus is school.
He has a okay. You know what? I'll leave it alone since you want to leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Bottom line
Yeah.
up front is he is a dirt bag. He has 2 known of baby mamas, was never married to either. How can you try to be a stand-up Black American male telling Black American men how they're supposed to handle their responsibilities, and you are not even close to doing it the right way?
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yeah.
I mean, I was married for some years before I became a father, and so it's like, what, you couldn't do the same thing? But you mad at the white man. Like, bruh, miss me with all that, okay? All that talk is cute. All that talk is very cute. You know? That's like those people that think a 700 FICO score is good. It's real cute.
I would say this, Leonard. To be honest with you, in regards, and I remember I covered this with the thing with his baby mamas, right? And what he talked about, right? I know is this: most Americans, some Black men, they're not really in the business of getting legally married. As you know, the good doctor, he talks a good game, but he's not going to really get married legally with any of the women he dealing with, and it shows, you know, because let's be honest, he knows the deal. He knows if he gets legally married, 9/10 of the time, he's not gonna be honest. Hell, he was not even honest with the con stripper. And you see how she was able to demolish what he was trying to accomplish, you know? Especially somebody that's gonna give him $1 million donation, which you know is very questionable, but okay. And because he doesn't have the discipline, it costs him money. Every time you see these things, these fiascos that Dr. Umar engaged in, it's costing him money on his own behalf. So the only person that has blame for his shortcomings and failures is himself. For a man that's pretty up there in age. You get me? Now, Queen Virtue, I remember. I know you remember Queen Virtue. Go ahead.
I was like, yes, he is. If I was him, You know, I would be like, challenge. You know,
Yeah.
where
So,
do you live in a house or are you living in an apartment? Huh? Huh is not an answer. A yes or a no is an answer. Well, if you did, it don't take that much to say yes or no.
hmm.
So that's it. I'm like, you have all of these great point makers, as they think they are,
Mhm.
but they're a bunch of doggone losers, and misery loves company. And when you get miserable losers in a bunch, it all looks normal. I don't associate with those type.
Yeah.
I laugh at them. You know, they're a
Mhm.
joke to me.
Okay. All right, guys. No one else want to come up. I think I'll call this a day. Any closing remarks, Leonard?
Well, closing remarks is this: upstanding Black Americans live a certain way. The rest, they're doing something else. Okay, bottom line up front. So, you know, everybody can talk a good game, but can you show receipts? Can you be beyond reproach as of your background? Okay. If you can't do that, then don't put the information out there like you're a subject matter expert in anything, because every time you get those people, I will call them to the carpet and
Mhm.
say, hey, I will be here, receipts in hand. What about you? Oh, I don't have to prove anything to you. No, you don't have to prove anything to me. You just keep stringing along your doggone uh fan base of losers and do that. Like I always say on YouTube, well, not always, but I say quite a bit. I will not ever be the most popular person doing anything on YouTube. Why? Because I'm not waddling in the abyss of poverty, and the people that, in my circle, they are too busy working and gaining to be tra la 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 up and about on YouTube. I mean, the only reason I spend the time on YouTube that I do is because I'm retired. I don't have anything else to do anyway, but check in here and there on YouTube and, extract comical information to make videos about myself, you know, post on my page. When I say videos about myself, I'm not talking about me. I'm like
Mhm.
these comical people. And,
Mhm.
the biggest thing, you only got doggone 30 views on that video. I get more views than you. Okay, yeah, 30 views on one video. Okay. Now, when someone has like 8,000 videos on their page, do you think people are only watching one? I don't think so. Hence is the
It, dep-
reason why every
depends
month
on
I get a check from YouTube. See, they don't know the
it,
concept. They don't have a business ethic to know you could make money on volume opposed to singular product.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. And one question, Leonard, because I gotta wrap this up.
Okay, go
How many
ahead.
videos you put? How many videos you put? You put out regular videos or shorts? And then do you
I
do
put
like
short. I put 90-second to 7-minute top videos.
and how many of the is like one or two, three, five videos a day? I'm curious.
Probably about 10, 12, 14 videos a day if I get
You
enough
sure?
yeah,
A short?
if I get enough comedic material to talk about.
That's a lot.
No, it's not. At a minute and a
10,
half a
10
video?
shorts? No, but
Hold on.
it's like when I mean a lot. I mean, it's not. I don't know if you just turn the camera and say something and then save it, and then eventually you edit it, or you just put it right
No,
when
I
you
don't
do it.
do
That's
any
what I mean.
editing. No editing. I shoot from the hip and just upload it. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Then
yeah.
that's possible. Yeah, it's possible. Cause how I do things is like, I have to put thought into this, and then I just don't.
I don't know. I just
I
look at real life situations, like something that occurred today, right? The police came
wait,
to
wait,
my
wait,
home.
right now. I don't want to go into it right now.
No. Let me enlighten you on this,
All
and
right.
I'll be brief. The police showed
Okay.
up at my house looking for somebody that gave them a fake address, but the fake address was a real address, and it was my address. I invited them in. I'm like, "Oh, you want a coffee, soda? Y'all good?" You know what I mean? They're like, I'm like, "Yeah, look around." Well, we don't have a search warrant. You don't have to have one. I'll let you in my house. Go and look, see if you can find somebody hiding. I don't know who you're looking for. You got a description of them, just in case I happen to see them lurking around where I live.
Mhm.
And they stayed for a couple of minutes, talked to me, and they went on ahead and left. And I made a video about it. I was like, "Hey, the police showed up at my house today." It was quite hilarious. Little stuff like that. You can make a bunch of videos.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of videos about little stuff like, have you ever watched a movie and they build it as something supposed to be the climax and it wasn't? You ever seen a movie like that?
Might have, but I don't want to go into detail. I'm
Right, but
kind of
what I'm
deep
saying
right
is this. You could make a video about that. Man, like say it was a movie came out, Hennessy on the Rising, just to invent a title,
Okay.
and it was like, ugh. And you could come and say, "Man, I saw the previews and it looked like it was action packed and it was going to be this and going to be that." And that movie wasn't even close. The best parts of the movie were the action clips for the promotion. Little stuff like that. You could just upload those little videos like that, and man, you're good. That's the reason I don't do
All
live
right.
streams. Live streams put your channel at a risk because someone may come on using certain language or certain terms that are offensive to a protected class of people, and you get demonetized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right.
That's just
Leonard,
how I
we'll do
roll.
this again soon. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I'm gonna
Thank you
do
very
a
much.
video about what I just talked to you about. I'm gonna go ahead and do that after we get off this show. Why I don't do live streams.
Okay.
There you go. See, video material is too easy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I put in some work, so I'm always searching. But we'll talk again soon. All right, Leonard.
Okay,
all right, guys.
Bro. Later.
Yep, take care. All right, guys. That's the show. And shout out to Leonard coming up. Yeah, I mean, what you see, Dr. Omar, is what has been revealed. I question why this woman did the hip piece music, and mind you, it's not just a song. She did an actual video flaunting the non-black man in front of your face for good reasons. It makes me wonder if you've been really tapping and hitting that as well. I'm just saying, because you sure as hell did mess with one woman that had 3 kids, and that was Corrine. I think her name, what I'm talking about, the con stripper. I'm just saying. Anyway, I forgot. Queen Virtue, can you put down links for those people to follow me if you're still up on the studio? I would love and appreciate it. I forgot to do this. I apologize, guys. My bad. Hold on. I don't know why I keep doing this. I should do this early, but I didn't do that. But I'm gonna do it now, guys. The links to follow me are fine. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up this now. Okay. All right. The links to follow me. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos Reign 7. And oh, this is not the right link, but I'll put it anyway. Also, join me on Facebook, Eric Reign 23 on Facebook. Also, follow me on Rumble or join my Rumble page. C Reign 23 at Rumble. And also become a member, join my Discord service. Also, the links in the description of this video and all other videos. And please become a member of the Chaos Reign Show as well for extra content, uncut content, you know, all 9 yards. And that I could put right there in the chat room for those that will go to replay this. Please become a member of the Chaos Reign Show. 2 tiers. Pick your tier. You know, the more top tier, more of the more raunchier content. So, you know, join and become a member of the Chaos Reign Show today. And I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's it. Thank y'all for watching or viewing or, you know, listen to today's stream. Please leave a comment on your way in, on your way out, and give me a like if you like the video or dislike. Anyhow, it's still good for the algorithm. Until next time, let it Chaos reign.